everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. Guys, I just wanted to get some news from Rush actually. I saw when I was scrolling down on YouTube a couple of times, there were some actually interviews with Alex Lifeson that he made with a guy called Andre Chalmondele. I don't know who he is, but I wanted to take some news, guys. Since Neil Peart died, guys, I didn't take news to know how the band was feeling, how the guys were reacting to it. I just wanted to make sure that this special one was not a sad video. It's about writing new music, working with Geddy again, and what's coming up for Rush. So I thought it would be a very positive thing to do. First of all, I want to have some news and I'll be reacting to it, guys. So, guys, before I do this, if you're not already subscribed to Wally's Crib or new to the channel, please hit that red button, guys. Become a subscriber to Wally's Crib and help the channel grow. You can leave a like at the end if you enjoyed my reaction. It's always appreciated, guys. You can press notification and comments. Tell me if you've seen this. What do you think about it? Are you guys, do you guys think that Rush will be making some new music in 2021 or maybe next year? I'm wondering, and Rush Army is going to be there for sure, so please comment and tell me what you think about all of this, guys. So I'm shutting up. Let me hit this right now.
You know, over the years, because I've had a studio at home forever, when we had time off, I always wrote stuff. I still have, I don't know how much material, hours of stuff that I would develop, you know, maybe with drum samples, and sometimes I got friends to come in and play on some of this. And I think I spoke to you about it at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because Steve Howe was doing this. He was releasing some of his demos.
Right.
We were talking about that, and it occurred to me that this would be a great avenue for me, a way of releasing some of this kind of cool music that was from the time, not super produced, not, you know, big record kind of thing, but really cool little vignettes, musical vignettes of where I was at that time. So I still have all that stuff, still talk about doing it. I've done some writing. After we finished the last tour in 2015, I couldn't sit still, so I started just writing on my own and doing some stuff. Geddy was working on his book. We talked about getting together and doing some stuff together, but it got very, very busy for him, even after he finished writing the book, taking it on the road. And so he never got a chance to sit down and start working or just having some fun together. We still talk about it, and I'm sure we will. Hey
guys, you know what? When I'm listening to this, I'm wondering, I'm saying to myself, must be pretty hard when a band is being forced to split up like this, since, of course, you know, what happened with the Neil, of course. But again, another thing can come. Maybe Geddy and him wouldn't get along with what would become of Rush in the future. Is Rush over? How about if one of them still wants to make music and the other one's somewhere else? Like he was talking about Geddy, the fact that Geddy was with his book and all the promotion with his book and stuff. So at a certain point, it must be, I don't know, I would feel a bit insecure if I would be the one that wants to do new music and I would be alone in the trip. So, but anyway, let me continue this, guys.
Of course, now with the pandemic, it's kind of wrecked things for a bit, but we're both eager to get back together and kind of get back into that thing that we've done since we were, you know, 14 years old, that we love to do, and we work really, really well together. So we'll see what happens with that. But I don't know. I go back and forth. I'm kind of a lazy person, and the prospect of doing a record after doing Victor and spending a year on it and knowing what it took, I don't know if I'm in such a big hurry to go through that sort of thing again. The advantage of working on my own in my own place is that I can work whenever I want to. And it takes the pressure off a big release. You know, those days are sort of over anyways. I would just love to share some of my music if anyone's interested in hearing it, you know, at some point in the future.
At the time, you had said that, you know, you'd love to put something together and get this music on the road. Looking forward, I mean, we're in this global nightmare, you know, but we all hope, all touring musicians, that we're gonna beat this. Do you envision that maybe that you even a short tour where you can do this material and then some brand new stuff altogether? Is there a thought of that?
Honestly, I think it's very unlikely.
Okay.
I don't think anybody's going to get back on the road for a while yet, probably for another year. It's great that we have the vaccines, and although it's been a slow beginning, it'll ramp up, and but it's still going to be, you're talking about 350 million people in America, and I know in this country, we're in single digit progress with vaccines. Like I said, it'll get better, but it's going to be a while yet, and I think we're going to be in the same state for another year, and then things, I guess, will turn around, and we'll get back into touring and live concerts and all of that stuff. But I gotta say that I'll be 68 if that happens in a year from now, and I don't know. At this age, I don't really have an interest in doing it. We toured for 40 years. I lived in hotels for 40 years. I was away from the people that I loved, and that's all part of it, and I don't regret it. And it was great, and that's the price you pay. I hardly saw my
Guys,
dad.
that's pretty hard because, of course, we all want them to make more music and we want to hear some new stuff and to know what they're at musically speaking, as well as personally speaking. But I mean, I can understand that when you've been touring for 40 years, like this guy, and they've been so big, so huge, they went all around the world, and now maybe he just feels that he wants just to, grow old in peace and quiet, and maybe, I mean, that's something that we have to respect. Anyway, I don't know what you guys think about this. Do you think that they're going to do some more music? Do you think he's going to change his mind? I see there on the bottom, it's written "On the road again," and there's a question mark. Probably not, but never say never. I mean, if they're doing music together and they become like really excited about the stuff that they just wrote and they're crazy about it, they think it's fire, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have the drive back to go and play it live in front of people. But anyway, we'll see. I can understand that they're no young kids anymore.
And I don't regret it. And it was great, and that's the price you pay. I hardly saw my dad when I was growing up. He had 3 jobs because he had to pay mortgages and look after ourselves, and wanted to, get a leg up. So he worked like a maniac. So we all make that sacrifice, I think, in whatever we love and our passion. But after spending 40 years of doing that, honestly, I can't see myself sitting in a hotel room, with the remote in my hand going through the channels, just because I have to wait for sound check, or because I don't feel like going out because I don't really know what to do in town and all of that stuff. That's kind of out of my life now. And the fact that we've been off the road for over 5 years, I don't really miss it. I love playing. I do a couple of gigs here and there locally, and it's always a treat to get up and play in front of an audience. But I can't say that I have this, gnawing desire to get out and do it. I did it. 40 years is a long time to be in a band and touring the way we did. Very, very few bands that have done that.
You guys did the miles, and you really wrote the book on a lot of that. Well, hopefully, if there's 1 or 2 special shows, we will travel. Just if you just did something in Toronto, but that's again very
Never say never, right? It's you never know. And I think Geddy, I don't know if Geddy feels quite the same way that I do. I think he'd be up for doing something live, whatever form that is. But we haven't really gotten to that point in a conversation. So,
Guys, hey, that's it, guys. That's it. That was a very cool interview because you know what? The important part that I'm just thinking of and that I'm just keeping from all of that, first of all, Neil's not there anymore. So, of course, the hype of being all 3 together have died. but not the hype of Alex and Geddy being together. And again, I can understand that he's been through all those travelings and hotel room and been waiting and stuff, and instead of being with his family and stuff. So I can understand that now at his age he wants to just relax and take it easy and still making music, because that's a different part. Music is in him. He just can't stop doing music. Same thing with Geddy. They're always gonna just play around with the instrument, record stuff, you know. But I can understand. But the point where I think that this may all change, if the vibe that they get, if they do music together and they get excited with the music that they're doing, and the sense that they still have something to say and something to play, maybe in that case, he's going to change his mind. Especially, and it's funny that he's saying this, because I was kind of seeing in my head Geddy Lee a bit more excited of the future musically than Alex is. But again, like I said, when the chemistry is going to come with those, I wouldn't be surprised, guys, that we would have some new stuff, and maybe that we would make a couple of shows. That would be great. And I can tell you one thing I wouldn't miss this time, and I would be there. Anyway, guys, I would really love this. I'm happy that I took some news of that great band, guys. So I wanted to share with you by reacting to it. So I hope that you had fun. If you did, you can leave a like. It's always appreciated, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. If you like the content, you like Rush, you're at the good spot, just hit that red button, guys. You can press notification, and of course, Rush Army, I'm expecting comments. What do you think? You think the band's going to get back together without Neil? I know that there's a fourth guy who they've been thinking of doing music with. I don't know his name. It just doesn't ring a bell right now, but I know that I heard that. So what do you think? Those guys going to get together? Maybe some magic's going to happen and we're going to have some new songs. So, but is it going to be some Rush music? That's a very hard question to answer, and I can't wait to read your answer, actually, guys, okay? So that's it for me. I want to wish you a great night, guys. I want to thank you for taking your time, and I hope to see you soon on Wally's Crib.